but surely the impacts will add up.
The case will now return to the Land and Environment Court in Sydney on Thursday. The Namoi River Community Group will no longer be able to participate, but they feel confident they've exhausted every avenue. Rochelle Murdoch, Prime 7 News.
Several local councils found to have an unviable future say they'll exhaust all options before merging with their neighbours. Councils have met internally a week after the independent pricing regulator's findings were released, adamant their communities will suffer if they lose their identity.
The dust has settled, now it's time to talk. A week ago, Guyra, Armidale, Uralla and Walkershire councils were delivered the shock news they were not viable communities according to IPART. The authority proposed the need for mergers, but the small councils say for them it's a last resort.
So I want to establish meetings with Adam Marshall, our local member, to see what the scope is for us to move forward as an independent council.
The four councils have met individually to discuss their way forward. Guyra is waiting to see how its neighbours respond.
We certainly do not want to be merged just with Armidale. We would see benefit in having a larger merger rather than just the two councils.
Last night, Armidale councillors unanimously backed a mayoral minute calling for a discussion between local government areas on voluntary amalgamation. It sees merging as the only option.
I don't think we'll be allowed to stand alone, and certainly the smaller councils won't be allowed to stand alone.
Mayor Bayersdorf hasn't heard from all his counterparts, but Uralla Shire Council has made its position clear.
A reply from the Mayor of Uralla saying that they did not wish to enter into discussion with Armidale because they want to stand alone, etc. So we haven't had the opportunity, even as yet, of preliminary discussions.
The state government's offered up to $15 million if voluntary mergers occurred. Guyra's mayor says why not just give them the money?
Why not give the councils the $5 million each? That would get us across the line. That would make us sustainable financially.
Council will take its plans to the public early next month to gauge opinion.
We now cross live to our Tamworth newsroom and reporter Chris Wall. Chris, councils are making the most of the time they've been given to come up with alternatives.
Madeleine, councillors are holding on to any hope, taking any option they can, looking forward. Today, representatives from Walkershire Council met with Local Government Minister Paul Toole in Sydney to look at its options. IPART recommended a merger with Uralla, who's currently refusing to sit down with Armidale, but it's not refusing to sit down also with its neighbours.
Thanks, Chris. Chris Wall there in the Tamworth newsroom. Good news for motorists, with the price of petrol dropping to its lowest level in 8 months. The Bowser relief is thanks to a stable dollar and global oil trends. But just how long will it last?